Now, here are some free apps that you can use in class. So, the first one I'll talk about is Flipgrid. I enjoy using Flipgrid for students to post performance videos and also to post video response and comments to materials that I share in class. So, let's take a look at Flipgrid. You can sign up for a free account. Once you log in, it will create a group join code, which you will share with your students, and they can use this to access Flipgrid from their cellular devices or from a computer. So here I am already logged in. These are the groups. You can create groups by your class period. I label one section of my class, Drama 2, Spring 2022. So let's take a look. So I can create topics or projects. So the last project my students worked on was a group pantomime, and I have a brief description of the assignment. Students will go in and upload a video to this assignment in Flipgrid. You can share a join code specifically to this assignment, or they can access this using the join code to the group. Once they upload their videos, other students have the options of going in and leaving a comment. They can leave a written comment or they can leave a video comment. So again, it gives them options. So they're not able just to respond in writing, they can also respond verbally. So I really like that about Flipgrid, and you can use this for anything, whether it's doing a presentation, whether it's sharing a performance of a scene or a monologue or a pantomime, any type of performance assignment, or just giving a video response. So I can, in creating the assignment, I can add a video to the assignment, and then I can have my students watch this particular video, and then they can leave their video responses or their written responses as well. So that's Flipgrid. Then there is Kahoot. I enjoy using Kahoot as an assessment tool. It's a gamified learning system. You create a free account. You can create your original Kahoot exercises, or you can also search in the library for other Kahoot games that are already done or created by the teachers. So this is my personal library of assessments that I've created, and you can go here to discover and search and find a Kahoot about a specific topic that you'd want to assess the kids on. So here, there's theater jobs. These are the questions that I've created, show the answers. I have the option of letting it be timed, so I can do 20 seconds, 30 seconds to answer each question. And again, the students are playing this at the same time. You have the option of having them play or go in and join the game at whatever time. So here, there's classic mode where they're playing individually. Here, they're playing as a team. And again, you also have the option of sharing the game with them, and they can complete it at their own time. One of the things I enjoy about Kahoot is that it provides a report at the end of the game that gives you the student's name, it gives them a grade percentage, and it also identifies difficult questions. So you're able to go in and see, did my students not perform well on this Kahoot because the way the question was worded? Maybe you can look at the specific topic that question addressed that the students may be struggling with. So you're now informed to reteach this specific topic to help them better understand and perform better next time. It also identifies the students who might be struggling. So here it gives a summary. It gives a list of the players and their scores. It gives a list of questions. You can see what percentage of students got that question right, or got it incorrect. Again, it identifies the difficult questions and tells you the students who did not finish, and it identifies the students who need help. I like to use Kahoot as a pre-assessment as well as a assessment in the middle of a lesson, not as my post-assessment. So it's just a fun way to assess the students as they're learning. And then I would compare the pre-assessment with the others to see how they're progressing throughout the unit. Another tool that I use in my classroom is Padlet. I use Padlet for discussions. So Padlet and Whiteboard are very similar. It is also free. You can make a Padlet, and this is what it looks like. You click this plus sign, you can post a question, you can add a link, you can add a picture, and then you can share this with your students. It creates a code. You can get a QR code which students can scan with their cell phones or with their Chromebooks and get access directly to this Padlet. Or you can copy a link and you can share that with the students as well, and that will give them direct access to the Padlet. Then they're able to go in, click the plus sign, and add their response or add a picture to whatever the topic of the discussion is. Whiteboard is very similar. This is a program through Microsoft. So it works very, very similar to Padlet, wherein you can add text, images, reactions. So again, you can post a question to the class. You can share this whiteboard to the students and they can go in and respond to the question here. You can also use it as a tool for collaboration. So a student can create a whiteboard, share it with other members of their team. They can, let's say they're writing a script. They have an idea for the topic of what their script is going to be about, and they can add images, add words, and share their ideas here and sort of brainstorm. So Whiteboard is a great collaborative tool, as well as a tool that you can use as a teacher to spark conversation and discussion in the class. I mentioned the QR code. So Padlet, you can generate a QR code directly from there, but you can also use a QR code to allow students to access anything. So whether it's a video, it could be a handout that you'd like them to access. You can use this to give quick access to those things. So for example, I want my students to have access to this whiteboard. So I'll go here, copy link, and I come back here, enter the website, and it'll generate a QR code here that I can then use my cell phone to scan the QR code, and it should take me directly to the Padlet website. So I can then respond to the question or whatever is posted on the whiteboard from my phone. You can also scan this from your Chromebook as well. So here, if you can see, it's taken me straight to the whiteboard. Unfortunately, you can't see as well, but it took me there and I can type and add text from my phone. You can also use Google Doc, Microsoft Word, Google Slide to have students collaborate on several projects. So again, the scripts, they can collaborate, share the document with each other and have access to it. Or if they're creating a presentation, they can use Google Slide or PowerPoint and do the same. I also like to use Google Forms. This is a great tool for me to get responses from my students. I use Google Forms for assessments. I use Google Forms if I'm sending out correspondence to parents and I need them to respond that they've received it. I will share a Google form. They fill out that form and respond to me. And then I have that data to see the parents that responded, the number of parents I reached out to. I also use it for sign in or sign up. So for my drama club, I will share the Google form. I create a QR code of that form. Students can quickly scan it with their devices, fill out and sign up for drama club. I also use it as a way to sign in. So each Tuesday and Thursday when I meet with my students, they're able to scan the QR code, have access to this Google form, and sign in. And then it creates a spreadsheet for those students that I can have with that data without me having to go through forms, count up how many members that signed up, organize their information. It is right there. So here you go, responses. It creates a Excel sheet that you can download from your computer. And it gives the time and date. So if you're doing an assessment or a quiz, it'll tell you exactly when they start, when they completed it, and also give the answers and a score at the end. So this is really good. It eliminates you having to do that yourself. Other free apps that I use. So if your students have an iPhone or if they have a cell phone, they can use the iMovie app or KineMaster to edit videos. On their Chromebooks, they can use the video editor or Movie Maker to, again, edit videos. I also use Wix.com, and I use this as a tool for my students to create an online portfolio of their work. So at the end of the program, they usually take the class 3 times. So there's a first semester, second semester, and third semester. Once they're in that final semester, they create a portfolio of their work. It's not a web design class, but I do want students to understand how actors can market themselves and how they can use this as a tool to create a portfolio of their work to share with others. So that can, what kind of website are you creating? Portfolio. Next, what would you like to call the website? And usually it's their names. And they will upload videos of performances throughout the time they've been a part of the program. They will upload resumes, writing sample. Now they have the option if they choose to publish this, but I just want them to understand how an actor uses website or use social media to create a portfolio of their work. That's the main objective. I also use Google Slide to create an interactive notebook, and I'll discuss further about that in the next video.